Hey there everybody, this is Gary from Constricted and Addicted. We've had quite a few retics shed over the last couple of weeks, so we're going to do an update video on those retics and show them off. And the first animal we're going to bring out is Clarice. Clarice is my 33% Calatoa, 33% Jampea, Lavender Albino, Het for Snow. This girl is just amazing. She's energetic, and she is my smallest retic. This is a 3-year-old, and she's not even qualified for Super Dwarf because of her locality being 32 point something percent. Actually, I just rounded up. But she's not quite a super dwarf. But at 3 years old, she's just about 6 feet long. She's got beautiful, beautiful colors to her. Her temperament is just amazing. And I really believe that this girl, unless she has some sort of a major growth spurt in the next year or so, she is going to be one of my smallest retics in my locality retic collection. The next girl that we are going to showcase tonight is Georgia. Georgia just shed the other day, and this girl's colors, her patterns, I mean, they are just amazing. Every time this girl sheds, she just gets more color. Her head gets oranger. Look at the underbelly. I don't know if you can see the underbelly on this girl. It's turning yellow. All of those vibrant yellows that are in her scale patterns, on her saddles. I mean, this girl she blows me away every time. Georgia is a 6-year-old, 50% Calatoa, Super Dwarf, Reticulated Python. I love this girl. She's just got such a great temperament. I mean, really easy to handle. But then all of my retics are handled very regularly, so they're pretty much all like this. But this girl is just really, really special. Love the pattern along her saddles. Just one of the best looking wild type reticulated pythons that I think I've ever seen. She's truly a beautiful animal. Here is Ruby. Ruby is my 25% Calatoa Golden Child, and she's Het for Anery. She also just shed not too long ago, and I tell you what, this girl's head, it's getting golden every time that she sheds. And just another amazing animal in my collection. Her iridescence when she sheds, actually all the time. Every time this girl is just out in the sun or in any sort of light, her iridescence just really shines through. And I think that's one of the reasons I love the Golden Child so much. She is just an amazing animal, really easy to handle. God, look at the coloring on this girl. She is just amazing. The next girl is this beautiful Celia, 50% Celia, 25% Super Dwarf from Chris McVicker. She just shed last week. And I just love this girl. She's just super, super docile. Love the yellow patterns again. And she gets really olive colored throughout her body, especially into her tail. She's got those beautiful yellow markings in her saddle as well. And I love the head stamp on this girl. Probably one of my favorite retics, just because of the fact that she was the first baby retic that I've raised, and she is going to be 1 year old in about a month. June 13th is when she was born, and we are just around the corner from that. So as you can see, she hasn't really gotten a whole lot of size to her, but she's definitely bigger than she was when I got her. I got her when she was about 4 months old, probably even 3 months old, I believe it was. And she's just growing very nice and steadily. Those colors are absolutely just shining on her. And after every shed, this girl just really, really looks superb. I love this girl. And let's see if I can get her head stamp in the camera. I don't know if you can see the head stamp, but she's got such a beautiful head stamp. It's like a feather or an arrow right through her head. But this is Celia, my 50% Slayer, 25% Super Dwarf from Chris McVicker. Then there's this girl. This is Kaya. Kaya is from Lab Exotics. Kaya was born in November of 2022. And she's still very small. But she is such a beautiful animal, and I love her temperament. She's really good about being held. Love her colors. This is a natural Kayuwadi Super Dwarf Reticulated Python. And I don't know how big she's going to get, but she shouldn't get too big. She's a 100% pure Kayuwadi Super Dwarf Reticulated Python from Lucas Bagnera at Lab Exotics. Now this here is Deja, and this is just an update on her. She is not shed yet, but boy, is she just a beautiful animal. She's a purple tiger from D&T Retics. There's just no catching the amazing patterns and colors that this girl has. I mean, she is just, for a mainland retic, just a beautiful, beautiful animal in every sense of the word. And she just came to me in with such a good temperament. I've never had any issues with this animal. She's always been super fun to handle and super easy to handle. And I just can't wait to see these colors transform as she gets older. She is probably one of my favorites again, right? Because I've wanted a tiger for a long time. And to get a purple tiger, for me, that was like 2 double dreams, right? Because the purple retics, when they get older, they just have amazing colors in their in the whites between all the orange or the albino or whatever you want to call it. But then to have that tiger pattern as well, just amazing. I love this girl. Thank you to D&T Retics. Amazing people. If you guys are looking for a nice mainland retic, I always suggest D&T Retics, and this girl is something else. So Deja, my purple tiger. Now one thing I do want to say is I love all my retics the same. Every one of my retics give me great joy, great love, great entertainment. This retic right here is my brand new girl. This is, I think we're going to name her Aurora. She's from A&B Exotics. And she is an orange glow het ocelot. And I have never seen such beautiful colors on an orange glow as I have on this girl right here. Here's another thing. I don't know if you can see her head, but her head is just got a lot of yellow in it. Now, one of the things I am noticing with this girl since I've had her is she does have really short tongue flicks. And it is my understanding that when you have the really short tongue flicks, it usually means the animal's not so sure. It's still a little scared. Now, she did just get here today from North Carolina. And I'm assuming that being young, being on a plane overnight all the way across the United States, that's going to give an animal, a reason to be a little bit on the fearful side. But she's handling it really well. She hasn't even tried to strike, bite. She hasn't done anything in defense. I think she's just being a little cautious. And every once in a while, I get those really nice tongue flicks, the really long ones. But for the most part, she's had really short, kind of like unsure tongue flicks. You can see just like that. But I tell you what, this girl, if I hold her long enough and I've had her out for a couple of hours, I probably should let her acclimate. But I'm also under the guise that if you handle your animal because you're going to handle them, handle them. Handle them right away. Get them used to being handled. There's those long tongue flicks. She just did some long tongue flicks. But this girl here, I am just blown away by her beauty. Thank you, Aubrey and Brittany from A&B Exotics. This girl is unbelievable. Breathtaking is what I say. She's just an amazing. Her patterns, her dark lines, her definition, the cleanliness of her patterns is just, second to none. I have never seen an orange glow this beautiful. And there she is. She's got those really nice long tongue flicks going. So she's getting used to me. So I think, I'm going to let her acclimate tomorrow. And then I'm going to feed her on Saturday. And I think after I let her eat and sit for a few days, I think we're going to have a great relationship together. I'm really stoked about this animal because this is one of the animals I've always wanted was an orange glow. But to have an orange glow of this type, right? First of all, from A&B Exotics, one of the most professional, reputable breeders out there for retics and monitors and everything else that A&B does. But to have an animal from them of this magnitude, to me, is just, this is top class here. Absolutely top class. Now, she is a mainland reticulated python, so she's going to get large. This will give me 4 mainland reticulated pythons. This girl right here is just absolutely stunning. So we're going to put her back. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I want to thank all of the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And stick around. At the June 17th, middle of June, we are doing Retic Rant. And we're going to do Super Dwarf Facts. We've got Eric Lee. We've got Chris McVicker. We've got Lucas Bagnera. And we've got Joe Hull from Reach Out Reptiles. So this is going to be a great episode. If you guys have any questions about super dwarfs, anything to do with super dwarfs, please tune in. It's going to be live, so we'll take your questions. We'll throw it at the panel and have them answer it. So we hope to see you there June 17th, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Constricted and Addicted. Thanks, you guys.